What's up, everybody? The name of this video is called Nannies Love Don't Come Home. And what I mean by that is, like, you ever see those black nannies downtown? And the reason I call them, the black ones, they're usually Caribbean. They're from the islands. And if you know anything about people from the islands, they don't play when it comes to beating their children ass. They beat the shit out of their children. I've heard where they'll put rice on the floor, make their children get on their knees on the rice, and then beat them in the back of their neck and shit like that. And the thing is, the point I'm trying to get at is, like, no matter how you beat your children, belt, stick, broom, whatever. I got beat with every fucking thing coming up, shoes and all that shit. Extension cords, hangers. That's all some slave shit. That's what it is. It's some downright slave shit. Even when black people went to the islands and they was colonized by white people, they got the shit beat out of them because, like I said before, black people are not as bad and tough as we pretend to be. I mean black. I'm not talking about black people here in America because we're mixed now. But black people from before, like in the islands, before they had planes and shit, and white men was over there colonizing them, they was soft. And that's why they got ran over. That's why slavery lasted so long. But the point I'm trying to get back at is, like, the Caribbeans beat the shit out their children. But when they nannies downtown and they babysitting on white children, they don't beat those white children. And those white children will grow up to one day, have middle-class incomes or earning six-figure incomes, and they'll be the bosses of their own company and shit like that. But the black children that come from the nannies will still be, living poor and shit like that. And all it teaches the white children is that, like, they're always, all it's going to teach the white children is that black people are beneath them. Even like when you go downtown till this very day, or when tourists come to Harlem and they be in Starbucks, they leave a big mess on the table because they expect somebody to come clean up after them. Even when you downtown and you hold a door during rush hour and you hold a door for somebody, they don't say thank you because I guess they don't mean nothing by it. It's just that they were raised. It's just the way, they're always taught to believe that, the minorities are beneath them. And it's not a big deal. They're just doing their job. So they don't say thank you or nothing like that. Sometimes they do, but for the most part they don't. So that's why many New Yorkers are so rude. But back to what I'm getting at is, like, nannies, them black nannies, boy, they be beating the shit out of their children. And when they see me with my book, because my book title is Don't Beat Your Children or They'll Turn Out Like Me. And they'll see that and they suck their teeth and roll. They say, they suck, they like, how do they do that shit? They be sucking their teeth real long and rolling their eyes at me and folding up their arms and turning their shoulders and shit to me. So they hate that fucking title. Every now and then I get a black person that'll laugh and say the title is cute. But for the most part, they hate that fucking title. And then they tell me that's what's wrong with the world, that their children don't get beat. What sense do that make? Where did they get this shit from? This is some old slave shit that black people are talking about. And black people still doing slavery shit. We still talking about what we can't do or what they won't let us do. And I be like, who the fuck are they? Humans create defeats in their brain. The minute you say you can't do something, you already put the obstacle in your brain before the obstacle even really exists. But black people are just so fucking backwards when it comes to that shit. We got a fear mentality. We don't believe in taking risk. And if we take risk, it's for something small. It's for something stupid, like selling drugs or some shit like that. Or trying to, killing another black person. And then another thing is, like, you'll always hear somebody say, my mother. They never say my father. They always say, my mother beat my ass. Like this guy was just saying, my mother beat my ass and I ain't go to jail. I'm like, whoopee fucking do. Black people think that's a big deal because they never went to jail or because they went to college or some shit. Everybody goes to fucking college. You're not supposed to go to jail. So what, you didn't go to jail? Big deal. Tell me something. Most of us, we think small and we become mediocre at best. And I haven't seen nobody with a book out yet that explains why they beat their children and the good that they got from beating their children. I haven't seen someone show me a book about that yet. You know, but everybody, like my friend said, I got a book that says don't beat your children. It says I got a book that says don't beat your children. I want to see somebody with a book that says beat your children, and look at the success I had with beating my children. Look how they turned out. You know, we just brag about dumb shit. Dumb shit. What's up, everybody? These are my 2 books that self-published. Why don't you use your Cash App and get a few copies? Or if you'd like to know more, just inbox me, all right? Later.